This is Nick Roy. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about the Adair County Cattlemen's Association feeder calf program. The Cattlemen's feeder calf program has been in existence since about 2013, 2014. To date, they have marketed nearly 11,000 head. These cattle are marketed typically locally through local sales yards, but in more recent time, we have seen some of these cattle being marketed directly off the farm to order buyers and folks who are taking them further into the production chain. So how does the Adair County Cattlemen's feeder calf program work? Well, it starts with weaning your calves. To be enrolled in this program, calves need to be weaned a minimum of 60 days. During this time period, they obviously need to have ample access of water and be fed a good diet. Also, during this time period, calves need to be processed and received proper vaccinations in order to ensure proper health. The program requires 2 rounds of a modified live respiratory vaccine. An example of that would be Express 5, but there are many other brands. We do not require any particular brand, but that was just an example. Remember, these modified live vaccines come in 2 parts. You have the dilute, and then you have the cake, and you have to mix those together using a transfer needle or a clean syringe. Once you have it transferred, you just swirl it for just a few seconds. You don't want to shake it. You can injure that living organism. We'll shake it and then administer that vaccine to those cattle. Encourage you to get a 10-dose bottle of that, because once that is mixed, you need to keep it cool and you need to get it used within 45 minutes. And so a larger bottle, you may run into difficulties getting that product used within that 45-minute time period. You'll need to do 2 rounds of that to be fully vaccinated for those respiratory diseases. Also, these calves need to receive their blackleg vaccination. Most brands of blackleg does require 2 doses. There are a few on the market now that only require 1 dose. Just make sure you read and follow label directions closely when using those. Calves will also need to be dewormed. We encourage the use of an injectable brand name dewormer, but any dewormer is fine. Just keep in mind that if you're using an oral dewormer, that only treats for internal parasites. So if you use an internal dewormer like a Safeguard or a Paste or something of that nature, you'll also need to come back and treat for external parasites as well, something like a Poron. In addition to vaccinations and dewormers, if there's any bull calves in the group, those will need to be castrated. Any horned calves will need to be dehorned. It's important that we ensure that these heifers are not accidentally pregnant, and so if these calves have been running with bull mates, or if the herd bull was still in the herd at the time these calves were weaned, then we may need to take some steps to ensure that these heifers are open. You can visit with your veterinarian. They will likely prescribe some Lutalize, possibly even some dexamethasone as well, as those products can help ensure that those heifers are indeed open. In addition to those requirements, these cattle will also need to be tested free of BVD-PI. BVD-PI testing will cost you about $3.50 a head plus shipping. Shipping is $12 for overnight shipping regardless of the amount of head tested. So typically you're looking in the neighborhood of around $4 a head for BVD-PI testing. There's also a tag requirement for these calves. We have a special customized Adair County Cattlemen's Association tag. Those tags are sold for $1.25 a piece. They're available at the extension office. So once these calves have been weaned and met all the requirements, you're free to market those calves as you desire. We encourage producers to work together. Many times producers will go in together, so there'll be 200 or 300 or more of these cattle at the yards at the same day. That improves the likelihood of those buyers being able to put together a load of these cattle. And the more cattle we can market at the same time, the better chances we have in getting a premium for those calves. We have seen premiums range between $5 to $10 per hundred on many of those calves, and that is above the market average. If you'd like to see even further premiums, recently we've had producers commingle these calves together, 3 or 4 producers, get enough calves together to make a load lot, and that indeed numbers of that size will always demand a premium at the marketplace. Also opens you up to sell some of these cattle directly off the farm to order buyers. And so that's just a quick run through of the Adair County Cattlemen's Association feeder calf program. If you'd like more information about the program, feel free to give me a call at the extension office at 270-384-2317 or my cell at 270-634-1105. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Thank you.